Hello and welcome. My name is Gaby, and today I'll be talking to you about spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening is a term that it's being used more and more nowadays because a lot more people are actually going through this process. For some people, it's a sudden awakening, and for some others, it's been more of a gradual process. The whole reason why a lot more people are going through this process is because right at this moment, our planet is shifting into a higher vibration, and the same with us, all of us as humans. So, as we awaken, we are shifting our consciousness to a higher level of consciousness. So, spiritual awakening goes beyond any religion. Although religion can help you through this awakening process or help you trigger this awakening process, this can happen to absolutely anyone. It doesn't necessarily have to be a religious person. So during the awakening, there's enlightenment. Enlightenment to see who we truly are, who our true self is, by dissolving our ego mind. Our ego mind, it's the one that the way we identify ourselves in this society. It's the doctor, the lawyer, the mom, the wife. It's all the labels that we put onto each other because we have been conditioned that way. It's our survival instinct. It's also our societal status, our degrees. All of that it's part of our ego mind. While our true self, it's this magnificent, beautiful light being that's within us. There's this power, there's this creation that's within us that we do not believe we have because we have been conditioned to believe that we are not powerful. So how can you know that you're going through this process? The first sign of it is, first of all, there's a fallout of your belief systems. There's that need to find the true meaning of life. There's this need to find your true life purpose. And you start asking those questions to yourself. You start questioning everything around you, everything that's going on around you. And you as you're finding those answers, you start finding your own truth. And as you're finding your truth, you're raising your vibration level because you're starting to see more of the light. You're starting to see more of that beyond that veil, beyond what we have been made believe for so long. And as you're raising your vibration, a lot of the times, the people in your life, relationships, friendships, your job, it can start falling apart because as you fall in alignment with who you truly are, those things, people, circumstances, they will start falling out of your life because they no longer serve you. So when you create that resistance, it gets that process stuck. So when you start seeing that, you need to start letting it flow because that's the natural flow of how things are supposed to be and how things are supposed to be carried out for your whole purpose in life. And this will also lead you to making changes in your life. Not only physical changes, you can try to start making changes in your eating habits, exercising more, being more mindful, trying to find time to connect with nature. There's different changes that you will start seeing that you want to make for your own well-being. But also there's behavioral changes. You become less reactive and you become more, you start seeing things from a higher perspective instead of reacting or being triggered by a lot of other things that happen around you. So as you're going through this, there's emotions that will start to surface because the spiritual awakening process is also a healing process because there's so much trauma that we have lodged within ourselves throughout our whole life. This comes from childhood all the way to this moment. So these emotions we have lodged within our hearts, and we have created walls around them. So it doesn't mean that they go away. It's just you shove them down, and eventually they will come to the surface. So during this process, they start resurfacing. They start coming out of the surface so you can see them. You can see why they're there. You can find the root cause. You can work through them. You have to feel those emotions. And this can lead to emotions of fear, anger, there's sadness, there's there's abandonment issues, there's unworthiness traumas, there's so many traumas, there's shame, there's so much that will start to surface, that you need to start feeling them and understanding why you're feeling that way, and releasing those emotions. As you release those emotions, those walls that you build up in your heart, they will start falling down, and you can actually open up your heart more and open up to love, and actually start empowering yourself, because those feelings of unworthiness and lack and shame, they will start healing. So you will feel more empowered, more within you, within your body. The other sign of a spiritual awakening, and as you're going through this healing process, there's going to be a need for you to spend a lot more time alone, because you want time to reflect back on past mistakes. I don't like to call them mistakes. I see them as learning lessons. But obviously, as you go through the healing process, you will start shifting that way of thinking, and will start seeing them actually as lessons. You will reflect back on repetitive patterns in your life, negative patterns, positive patterns. You will start spending more time to understand yourself and get to know yourself better. Know what it is that you like. Know what it is that you love, that you really, really, truly love within you. It's also a time for you to disconnect from the outside world and recharge, because there is so much information out there. There's so many distractions in the outside world that we overwhelm ourselves, and we never take the time to quiet the mind, to be still, to be present, to be in that moment, feel within your body. So you will start trying to make that time to be alone. Doesn't mean that you have to isolate yourself completely, but you will start making time for yourself. And this is also you showing self-care and self-love, because as you do this, your body will feel better, your mind will feel better, you will connect better with the universe, with the divine, whatever it is that your belief system is, you will find that higher connection with it. There's also a trigger in the third eye chakra, which it doesn't happen the same to everyone, but it is something that happens during an awakening. The third eye chakra relates to your psychic abilities. So you can develop clairvoyance, you can develop astral traveling, you can develop feeling things, hearing things. There's many things that you can start developing with the third eye. Just be mindful, don't be afraid. Know that you're divinely protected. And that is a way of your divine team, your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels, or whatever it is that you want to believe, the universe, God, source. That is the way that they will communicate with you, and also through synchronicities. Synchronicities will start happening in your life more and more. You will start seeing repetitive numbers. That is the way the universe communicates with you. That's the way the universe lets you know you're in the right path. It lets you know what you need to refocus, change. It gives you guidance. A lot of the synchronicities can be you're looking for an answer about something, and someone randomly tells you that gives you that answer. Those are no coincidences. That is the universe aligning you and giving you those messages. So paying attention is very, very important while you go through this awakening process. But the most important thing is to make time to take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, especially during the healing process. Do not be judgmental of yourself. You need to be so kind. Don't be like, why am I feeling this? I shouldn't be feeling that. No, it's just accept them, release them, and just be very, very kind and mindful. Be present, because that is what's going to help you through this whole process. Stay grounded, connect. If you need to ground yourself, you can go to nature. It will help you. Meditation will help you ground yourself and see things a little bit clearer. So always being present and being mindful of what's going on around you and within you is super important. The other thing is that during this whole process, you're going to want to awaken everybody around you. We all been through that. And it's not up to you to be awakening other people. Everyone has chosen their time and moment in life to be awakened. Different triggers, different things will awaken them. So if you start pushing it onto someone, your belief system, trying to awaken them, you might end up pushing that person away. So being very, very kind to others, respecting that although you have your truth, they have their own truth. So there has to be a respect there. Doesn't necessarily, you don't have to agree with the other person, but always be respectful of their truth and hope and request for them to be respectful of your own truth. So this is really fundamental, because not everybody's going to have the same truth. And there's a lot of things going on in the world that everybody believes they're right, and it's not about being right or wrong. It's what you feel within you that it's right for you, and they feel for them what it's right for them. So you need to accept that and be respectful, be very mindful. Always try to connect with people that are like-minded. This will help you greatly, because as you go through this process, you might find yourself isolated or lonely, because not everybody's going to understand what you're going through. So finding like-minded people, they will lift you up. You will learn from each other. It will help you grow. So that is very good, to always find groups of people, or just different friendships, relationships that will help you grow and that will lift you up and that will understand you. They might not be going through the exact same thing, but they can relate in some way, in some level. And again, the last thing I can tell you is that always speak your truth. Always speak your truth, but always do it coming from your heart. Don't speak your truth out of anger. Don't speak your truth out of frustration. Always speak your truth from the heart. Stay true to yourself, and things do get better. As you fall more in alignment, things overall in your life will fall into place, and things will be beautiful. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.